Alright, so, another Thursday, and we got another TWAB. Let's see what's going on. This week at Bungie, we set our sights on a slew of Bungie bounties. While we may be sad that Festival of Lost has concluded, Lord Saladin is having a bit of fun. Iron Banner is back and a little brighter than what you may remember. A pesky little bug prevented the Iron Forerunner sets from lighting with a brilliant flame during our first Iron Banner event of the season. Now, as many players have discovered, these armor sets burn brightly during the Iron Banner weeks. I did not know that whatsoever. That is cool. That is really cool. Okay. Whether you equip this armor or use synthweave to apply the look, pieces of the Iron Banner sigil now light in a brilliant flame when Iron Banner is active. Mix and match your favorite shaders and exotics to make some sweet looks. Dude, now that changes everything. Complete matches, turn in tokens, and complete your weekly bounties for chances at high stat rolls on these armor pieces. While Trials is on a short hiatus for Iron Banner Week, we do have some details from the team on matchmaking. We are also announcing 2 weeks of Bungie bounties, inviting you to share your stories for the Heroes Welcome campaign, refreshing our Prime Rewards offerings, and more. Alright, testing the waters. Last weekend, we tried out some changes to matchmaking and trials. We shifted to a system that put some focus on overall wins, pushing players into different buckets depending on how much they had played and won on a given weekend. While we were incredibly happy with the amount of data we were able to collect, this matchmaking system did not meet the goals that we had established last Thursday. As we continue to hone in on what settings we would like for trials overall, we appreciate all who have been hopping in for a few cards and sounding off with feedback. Pairing data with player feedback and experiences is key to continued success. Yeah, I didn't play Trials last weekend, but I heard it was pretty bad, and it's kind of a mixed bag of, I'm really happy Bungie is experimenting and changing so much so often, but they just haven't hit the mark yet, I suppose. Today the team will be going through our findings and speaking to some upcoming changes when Trials returns on November 12th. They are really fast with more changes. Next week? Okay. Hey team, thanks for participating in our latest experiment in Trials matchmaking. Sometimes you learn more when things don't go well than when you do when everything is perfect. Last week, we talked about balancing match outcomes, blowouts versus close matches, with matchmaking times. Compared to 3 weeks ago, average matchmaking time was up about 10 seconds, but if you were on the bleeding edge of win counts, your matchmaking times could easily be anywhere from 2 minutes to over 5. Ooh. Overall games played was down about 33%, and blowout rate went up slightly to 28. That's bad. Solo team play went up a bit, and fire team play, either exclusively or part-time, went down by about a third. Low to average skilled players played about the same or more, whereas high skilled players played way less, with the highest skilled cohort playing 2 hours less on average than in previous weeks. That's a big difference. While there are some positives, most of the data is either negative or neutral. Combined with the feedback on social media channels, this has fueled our decision to move back to purely card-based matchmaking with a flawless pool for the foreseeable future. Oh, so they're going back to the flawless pool. Okay, we'll see how people feel about that. Tune in next week for Trials Labs pre-brief on details and some other plans we have for the mode between now and the Witch Queen. Bounty tables. It has been a while since our last round of Bungie bounties. If you're new around these parts, here's a quick rundown. Every so often, we set our sights on specific members of the community and issue a challenge. If you match against them, do everything in your power to steal the win from their clutches. If you match with them on your fire team, watch their back and help them achieve victory. Whether they be on your team or against you, winning the match will result in a fancy emblem being granted to your account. That is a sick emblem. I like that a lot. This bounty is a worldwide affair. We have selected numerous participants from regions around the globe. Below you'll find a variety of bounty tables with targets, dates, times, and platforms. We highly recommend joining these streams to meet said targets and have some fun in their chats. As a note, the bounty will also be split between Crucible and Gambit. Each participating community member will announce which mode they're playing at the top of their playtime, so tune in to find out. Alright. There are your times right there. We got Sir Demetrius, more console. Alright. Wow, there's a lot of people. Okay. Heroes Welcome. Earlier this week, we put out a question to you on social media. What are some of the most heroic Destiny 2 moments you've experienced? Do you have any fond memories of times when you or a fire team member saved the day moments before wiping into Nightfall? How about something Crucible related, like a massive kill streak that saved your team from a loss? Gambit is up for grabs too, whether it be a teammate melting a boss or taking out an invader. Whatever your story may be, all heroes are welcome. Shoot us a tweet tagged with D2 Hero Stories. We'd love to use them to inspire new players as they join Destiny 2 for the first time. Okay. Prime cup of tea. I completely forgot about the Prime gaming stuff, honestly. Here in the Seattle area, things are getting cold, even as I sit here writing up the TWAB. I have bundled myself up in multiple layers, a blanket, and a robe for extra warmth. You know what could be nice right now? A warm of cup of maple tea. Don't we have an emote in the game that's called Cup of Tea or something like that? I bet Guardians would love to get warmed up in-game with one of those. Not a bad Prime bundle this time around. I don't recognize that sparrow. I don't think I have that one. I do have the tea emote, though. Grateful Crane. +1 again. Okay. It is not every day that we get to introduce a new member of the community team to our fans, but it seems that we are on a 2-TWAB streak. Last week, Hippie joined our ranks to help bolster our efforts in serving a worldwide community, and today we are introducing to you Sam, also known as Queen Bartley in many social spaces. Although her home state is cold and dark, her heart is as warm as ever. She will be tackling feedback, writing bugs and blogs, and doing all the things you would expect from our community team. Hi Guardians, my name is Sam, and I'm so excited to be the next Guardian joining the Bungie community team. Bungie captured my gaming heart back in 2001 with Halo and has helped introduce me to so many incredible humans, including my best friends and my husband. My job here is to share your thoughts, dreams, and ideas with the team while tirelessly searching for a way to convince the dev team to use some space magic and put my full auto Hawks off from Destiny 1 in my vault. I'm so stoked to be here alongside all of you, whether it be in the tower having a dance party or in a fire team where you're reviving me for the 30th time in the Corrupted. And as a Warlock main, not sorry, I have a feeling Liana and I will be giggling into the darkness together every time we do a jumping puzzle. I cannot wait to chat with you all more. While it may be a bit before she writes her first TWAB, she already has some advantages with how much time she spends in Destiny and among the community. If you see her in a patrol, do not hesitate to emote and give her a warm welcome. It bears repeating, Cosmo and I will not be going anywhere anytime soon. We are excited to double our team in size to tackle everyday challenges of community management with a player base as large as Destiny's. Okay, looks like we got hotfix information. These past few seasons have felt great between the awesome content the team has been shipping and the frequency of patches and hotfixes we've been able to deliver. No matter how good someone might be when crafting new experiences, a few bugs will always slip through. We have another hotfix prepared to ship next week, and our player support team has details on the timeline. Alright, Tuesday, November 9th. Let's see. 5 a.m. Pacific. Okay, so 8 a.m. Eastern. That's really early. And it'll end around reset. Alright. Extended downtime on November 16th and November 30th. While we continue investigating known issues, here's the latest issues that were reported in our help forum. Points from the boosted Vanguard 5 streak are consistent, going back and forth between 269 and 270. Clusters bolts sometimes stick around after detonating, allowing them to detonate again. Some players can't equip Year 1 faction ornaments that were turned into universal ornaments because they didn't reach the proper rank in the season the ornaments were earned in. Polish players are getting confused in using the Frenzy perk with the Rampage spec weapon mod because we didn't update the Rampage spec mod title with the new name for the Rampage perk. Cosmodrome, Patrol Bounties has a misspelling of Cosmodrome in the description. Fog on the Widow's Court Crucible map appears differently for players. The Iron Banner sigil from the Iron Forerunner armor doesn't light up in flames when used on Trials of Osiris armor. And the We Are Enough Triumph doesn't unlock for players who complete Override Last City. Alright, we've got Movie of the Week. You can look at that in your own time. Some cool art. That's cool Savathun art. Nice Solstice gear. Okay, Light the Fires. So a few people have reminded me that our 30th anniversary pack and a slick new hunter set with a yellow beanie is releasing in less than 5 weeks. It's already November? For real, where did the year go, man? I can't keep track of where the time is going. Whatever happened to 2020? It feels just like yesterday I was stuffing ridiculous amounts of bread into my mouth for charity. That was ages ago. Is it possible that eating bread makes time go faster? The next few TWABs should be a fun time. We'll have more details on upcoming Trials Labs, a kickoff of sandbox conversations, and preparation for the December patch, and more. Until next time, I'll be capping zones in the Iron Banner. See you in the wild. Cheers, DMG. Alright, about the same level of TWAB we've been getting, mostly Trials information, but I had no idea about the Iron Banner fire on the armor. Like, that is really clean, and I'm going to have to mess around with some of these sets now. Is it only on the chest piece? Is that the only place the sigil is? I'm not sure. Either way, really like what they've been doing with the banner stuff. Oh, no, it's on, like, the shoulder, at least for the hunters, too. That's cool. Even if you don't like the full set, I get it. It's a weird aesthetic, but it makes me excited for the future of Iron Banner things. But that is all the time I have for today. So with that being said, I will see you beautiful people next time.